On Sunday morning, the UBCO Gymnasium was the backdrop to the annual RBC Training Ground, where over 100 athletes were being put to the test to see if they could potentially become the next Canadian Olympian.
It's a great opportunity so athletes can have some exposure. It's also free, so that's generally a barrier for athletes wanting to participate in high performance sport. So yeah, it's great that all the national sport organizations can come out and check out the athletes, and if they do really well on these tests, then there's a possibility for them to go to the Olympics. It's a really cool experience.
It gives the athletes a chance to maybe try a sport that or maybe they're great at another sport and they don't even know it yet. So this is it's a good talent identification tool.
The annual events have been virtual the past 2 years due to COVID, but it was finally back, and Kelowna was one of the 19 cities where testing took place. And for 16-year-old Marissa, it represented a great opportunity to showcase her potential.
And there's not a lot of opportunities to get to know other athletes and also participate in a high-level sport like the Olympics, and this is a big deal for me. There were 4 different stations: strength, and then a power one, which was jumping, and then there was a short sprint, and then there was the beam test.
For me, it was more just the opportunity to see where I'm at with my strength and endurance levels so I can take my sports a little farther.
All the athletes' results were recorded and sent to the 9 national sports organizations in Canada, where they would be reviewed. Then, the program would send the top 100 performers to the national finals in September, where 30 would receive national funding.
They have all the equipment, really high-level equipment, and it felt like being in the actual Olympics, and it's really cool.
So far, the program has funded 7 athletes who would go on to win an Olympic medal, including 3 in this year's Beijing Olympics.
Had I had this when I was younger, maybe I wouldn't have been a snowboarder. It's hard to kind of think about, but I think it's a great opportunity for these kids, and I'm just so happy to be a part of it.